Hi guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Beauty Concepts, and I want to say a very big thank you for all the time you take out to watch all of my videos. And please, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do, so that you don't miss out of all the beautiful contents that I'll be creating for you. Hi guys, I'm going to be teaching you how to make this satin adjustable bonnet, and it's not going to have any elastic band, and it's still going to fit your head perfectly. It's that type of satin bonnet that doesn't come off your head when you sleep at night, because you can always tie it to your head fit. Okay guys, let's get started with the materials we'll be needing to create this adjustable satin head bonnet. And these materials are any fabrics of your choice, needle, thread, chalk, scissors, doll head, and your office paints. Basically, I have those fabrics with me, which I'm going to be taking down the measurements. You can use any fabric of your choice, like I earlier said, and I'm going to be taking down the width and the length of this fabric that you're seeing here. The width is 12 inches, while the length of this fabric is 23 inches. 23 inches. The first thing I'm going to be doing to those fabrics is to fold it into 4, like you're watching me doing right now. I'm going to fold it into 4. You make sure your fabrics is well arranged properly. You arrange it properly for you to locate the center of your circle, because I'm going to be forming a circle with this fabrics. It's going to be I'll be using it as a template for the outer part of my satin bonnet. I want the radius of my circle to be 6.5. Basically, I'm making this head bonnet for a young lady whose head circumference is 17 inches. So if you're making for somebody head that is like 21 inches and above, you can increase the radius of your circle to 10, 11, or even 12 and above. For beginners, always take the radius of your circle from the center point in which the materials are folded. Guys, I love feedback a lot. Please drop your comments in the comment section, and I will gladly respond to your comments. I've taken the 6.5 and I've marked it round, and I'm going to be cutting straight on the line. I'm cutting straight on the line. I've taken the 6.5 inches and I've marked it round. So I am tracing the line and I'm cutting straight on the line. Be sure to give a clear cut, a clean cut, and by the time you open it up, you'll be seeing a circle shape. This is the outer part of my material, of my fabrics. I'll be using this inner part as a template to cut out the outer part of my material. I'll be using this inner part as a template to cut out the circle of the outer part of my material. By the time I open this up, I'll have a perfect circle that looks like this. I'll be folding it into 2. Just watch to get out a cut at the corner. From this corner, I will take 2 inches or through. But this doesn't just have to be perfect, so you don't need to worry about that. And I'm just going to cut this out. And by the time I open it up, you have something like this. I've already taken it to my sewing machine and I've sewed it down. the next thing I do is I'll be giving a needle notches to that part of the material. Once that is done, I will flip it inside out. I will turn it inside out. After flipping it inside out, it looks like this. You can see how it's looking. It looks like this, and you can see the place that I did a needle notch is flat. That's the essence, to make sure you get a flat pattern at that edge where I did a needle notch. So after flipping it inside out, this is how it will look. Then I'll be taking it to my sewing machine to sew it round. I'm going to be sewing it round. I'm going to be sewing it round, and I'm going to be leaving an ½ inch at the edge where I'll be telling you what I'll be doing with that ½ inch. Okay, I've sewn it round, and what I basically did is I run a gather stitch round it. I run a gather stitch round it, and the essence of running this gather stitch around it is I'll be having 2 ropes. When you sew your clothes, there's always 2 ropes that remains at the end of it. So these 2 ropes that I'm having at the end of my fabrics is what I'll be using to pull my fabrics. I'll be using it to pull my fabrics. I'll pull gently, and this will help me achieve the circumference of the head I'm working with. I'm working with 17 inches head circumference, so it will help me achieve the head circumference I'm working with. I'm actually basically making this bonnet, this adjustable bonnet, for a young lady whose head circumference is about 17 inches. You keep pulling the rope until you get a cap shape. Please make sure you pull gently. Make sure you pull gently and adjust it properly to the shape you want it to look like on your head. There's a hot bonnet we're trying to achieve, so make sure you pull gently. We're almost done with pulling the thread. So when you're done, you get something that looks like a cap shape. You can see we are done pulling. I'm going to be attaching this stripe to my head bonnet. The length of this material is 41 inches, while the width is 6 inches. I didn't want to bore you using the measuring tape. All I'll be doing is that I'll be folding the material into 2 equal halves. I'll be folding it in a way where the 2 edges will be meeting at a point. That means I make sure I fold it in a way where the 2 edges will meet at a point. The essence is that I want the edge to look stylish. This part is not actually compulsory, but my own way of making the stripe look stylish and unique. So this part is not compulsory. You can choose to leave your stripe like that without adding this stylish way that I have done to mine. Guys, we are done with this part. I'll be showing you how I'll be attaching this to our adjustable head bonnet. I'm going to be measuring out my head bonnet to be sure it is 17 inches. To be sure I've gotten 17 inches because that's actually the head circumference I'm working with. Guys, you can see 17 inches. So what next am I going to be doing with this? I'm going to be locating the middle point of my stripe. I pinned it down. Then I'm going to be measuring out 8.5 from the middle point of my stripe where I pinned down. Guys, please take this place, look at it very carefully. so you don't miss out of what I am showing you. I'll be taking 8.5 from the middle point of my stripe where I pinned it down, and I'm going to mark that point to the left side of my stripe. That's the left side of my stripe. I'll be taking it down from the middle point to the left side of my stripe, and the measurement there is 8.5 inches. Then I'll do the same thing to the right side of my stripe from the middle point of my stripe that will be attaching to my head bonnet. I'll be doing the same thing to the right side of my stripe. To the right side of my stripe, I'll be taking 8.5 inches. Remember that the head bonnet I'm working with is 17 inches. So I'm going to be taking 8.5 inches from the middle point of my stripe and 8.5 inches from the middle point of my stripe to the left and to the right side. If you add up that 8.5 plus 8.5, you'll get 17 inches. Okay. Guys, I'll be locating the center point of my head bonnet, and I will be matching it with the center point of my stripe, like you can see me do. I'll be matching it with the center point of my stripe, like you see me do. The essence is to make sure the measurements that I have taken on both the bonnet and the stripe fits in while I'm sewing it down. Please subscribe to my channel. Friends, subscribe to my channel so that you'll be getting notification on all the contents I'll be uploading. So now I'm pinning down. You can see how I'm placing the stripe on the bonnet. Please watch that part very carefully so that when you're making yours, you'll be able to place it to achieve the same result. You can see how I'm placing it on the bonnet, and I'm pinning it down because I'll be taking this to my sewing machine. After I've pinned it down with my office pin, then I will run a stitch around it. So I'm pinning it down now to the bonnet, the stripe to the bonnet. Please, guys, if any part of the explanation is not clear to you, please ask in the comment section and I will explain better. I've sewed it down, guys, and we are particularly done with this hat, with this head bonnet. We are particularly done with it. Like, subscribe, share. If you love this video, please don't forget to drop your comments in the comment section. Thank you, guys. Love you guys. Bye for now.